I am ashamed today to call myself a South African. The image that are coming out of Durban make me to be ashamed.
Welcome back again to the channel, guys. Julius Malema is at it again. He came out to say something about South Africans. He said he's actually ashamed to be a South African. And I'm going to be playing the video here for you guys to watch. Please, as you're watching, drop your comments, like the video and share.
I am ashamed today to call myself a South African. The image that are coming out of Durban make me to be ashamed. You are beating blacks. You are slaughtering Africans. I've never seen you doing that to a Chinese. I've never seen you doing that to a white person who doesn't have papers. I've never seen you do that to an Indian without papers. But once they say it's an African, because you hate yourself, because white people taught you to hate yourself, you kill other Africans. Stop that nonsense. It ends today. We must unite as Africans. Don't glorify these borders. Uti, hey, there is Zimbabwe, there is Nigeria. These borders were never here. These borders were imposed on us by white people who wanted to divide Africa and do what they wanted to do with this continent of Africa. Bias Luis Alababantu, they are causing divisions amongst Africa.
Africa belongs to South African. I hate foreigner. I hate Krikamba. I hate Kwara. I hate Zaizai. I don't like foreigner. Foreigner must go to their country. I hate foreigners. I am xenophobic. I hate, again, I hate times and times. I don't know how many times. I hate foreigners. I am xenophobic. I don't like foreigner because foreigners, I don't have a child because of foreigner. Ramaphosa, take these foreigners to their country right now.
That's why Africans behave the same wherever they are. I don't care if you find them in Japan, in China, in America, in Africa. We behave the same. We are depressed people. We are angry people. We abuse substances. We don't support each other. We have this thing of, it's like we have self-hate. And it's systemic. It is not our fault. Because this is the trauma that's been transmitted generationally to us.
Black people don't like each other.
That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Why don't we like each other, bro?
Black people don't like each other, and it's shown within the attitudes and the behaviours that we act out towards each other. Generally, I would say in the West.
So honest, man. I love that about you.
Listen, black people don't like each other, right? But black people have been taught to hate each other.
But how did it go from being the person that was, you know, protecting the master and supporting and being, you know, come back as a wounded, looking after them, to the person that now is so anti-white and the hatred towards white people?
Black people don't hate white people.
You don't think that's the case?
They say they do, but they don't. And this is where I get controversial, right? If black people hated white people, yeah, if they really hated them, they would treat them the same way that they were treated. They don't. They love them. If I hated you, which I don't, bro, right? I would do something to you. If I hated you, I could say, oh, you see that Mark Anthony? He's a this, he's a this, he's a blah, blah. It's lip service. When you hate someone, you do something to them. You don't just talk about not liking them. So this is why I said, black people love white people. Black people, I know you're a Christian, but black people worship a white man in the sky.
Yeah, but
so they don't. They don't.
Look at this guy. Christian. Look at this.
They don't hate white people. They love them.
Why do we Africans hate each other?
We Africans, we are always jealous of each other. See what is going on now in Ghana. They say Nigeria should leave their country. Why? Why all this trouble? Why all this stress? This is people's struggle. People have built their wealth, and you people are destroying it. Why all this jealousness? Why all this hatred on each other? Some African sisters will come to this page now I'm staying. They will just show you where they bought their goods. bought their things in bulk. You will be asking them, where do you buy it? They will asking you to follow them. You are forcing people to follow you so that you have followers. Is it how to get followers?
The biggest enemy to Africans is Africans. We are our own worst enemy. If you're an African person, the person that will most likely take you down, humiliate you, or destroy you will be your African brother or your African sister. And I know some of you are going to think that I'm only referring to South Africa on this. No, I'm talking to the whole entire African continent, that we hate each other. There's self-programmed hate within all of us, and it's a big problem. I'll give you a scary statistic, right? In the entire African continent, we've got less than 200,000 millionaires on the continent, right? I'ma let that sink in. 200,000 millionaires on a continent that has millions and millions of people. We can only produce 200,000 millionaires. Now, for you to understand how sad this number is, I want you to put into context that in America, black people are a minority, right? They are a minority there in America. But there are more millionaires there than they are on the African continent. Like, we claim that black Americans are descendants of Africans. But there are more millionaires that are out of Africa than they are in Africa. And we're the only continent that has that dynamic, where the diaspora has produced more millionaires, billionaires, cultural icons than the entire African continent combined. You look at Europe, Europeans can leave Europe, but if we add all the millionaires that have left Europe, they will never outnumber the amount of millionaires that are in Europe. And listen, this is on the basis of saying that white people in America are of European descent, right? For the basis of my argument, if we're saying that, right? If we calculate the number of millionaires in America that are white people, right? They still won't outnumber the amount of Europeans that are in Europe that are millionaires. And I know some of you are going to rush to the comment section and start talking about colonization, and that's why everything is the way that it is. Listen, India was also colonized. But the amount of Indians that are outside of Indians, the amount of millionaires who are Indians that are outside of India, don't outnumber the amount of Indians who are millionaires in India. Same thing with the Middle East. If we're looking at Iraq, Lebanon, you're more likely, if you are born in these regions, you're more likely to become a millionaire being in those regions than actually leaving that region. We can talk about many other countries. We can talk about China. Listen, Africa has a problem. And the biggest problem of the African continent is its lack of unity. And listen, say what you may about black Americans, but that is the one thing that they know how to do better than the whole entire African continent. They know how to unite and generate wealth. That is one thing that the African continent, 54 countries, cannot sustainably do. And listen, this is not to say that they've got a perfect system, but the numbers are showing that they're doing a better job than what the African continent is doing. So yeah, moving forward, let's make sure that we don't hate each other, that we self-reflect, that we introspect, and make sure that we do not hate our fellow African brother and sister. Because believe it or not, your fellow African brother and sister are your key to your success.
I want to put this question across to my audience. Do Africans really hate each other? Like, do we really do not like each other? Because when you see the things that are happening in every African countries, most times you see it and you just ponder and ask yourself these questions. I think Africans do not really like each other. They are their own enemies. But all the same, I'll keep on saying it in all my videos, as any foreigner visiting or residing in any African country, we should tend to respect them, respect their rules, respect their laws, respect their food, respect their culture, so we don't tend to have problems with each other. Let's try as Africans and relate well with each other. Let's try to be accommodative with each other and not chase each other away.